Hey YouTube, what's up? This is a real-time video. I am posting this on the same day as I am filming it because that's how dedicated I am to Wednesday post, and it's gonna be my last video of 2022. Let's go. I want to hear what your fitness resolutions are for the New Year's. For me and my clients, what I'm preaching is about steady growth. I think we all go into the new year thinking making these huge changes and we go balls to the wall and then it falls flat. So to me, it's more about incorporating it into a lifestyle, and you know, I kind of want to just talk about stuff like that throughout the workout. I'm going to keep the mic in and chat with you guys, but right now I'm on the way. Braulio's driving and I'm going to have my pre-workout and also a Rice Krispie for a little energy. So we're just mentally preparing for the gym. It's a lower body day, so my favorite. See you in the gym. So it is a little bit busier than I wanted it to be. So we're gonna see how this goes. I start my workout on my phone. I always track my workouts with the same app I use for my clients. And then once we start the workout, we have the warm up start. Pretty much do the same warm up for all lower body days. I'm gonna start with hinges, reaching forward with my hands and back with my butt until I feel that hamstring stretch, starting to activate the lower core a little bit. And just going a little deeper as I go, working on getting that full range of motion, because that's what we want when we go into our lower body lifts. So it's getting our joints and our muscles ready for that. I like to go into lunges. Again, getting my hands all the way up overhead. And I kind of bounce into that, kind of bouncing into the end range. Awesome, now we're gonna go lateral lunge. So really wide stance, then side to side. Kind of like yoga skandasana, as deep as you can. Go to one side and then turn all 10 toes to one side, like a low lunge. Reach my right hand up, like the greatest stretch alive. Then turn all my 10 toes the other way. Reach my hand back to get my outer hip IT band. Maybe bounce it, bring it back around, and then go to the other side. Stationary lateral lunge, turn, greatest stretch alive. My glutes are sore, I already feel this. And then turn all 10 toes the other way. Little bounce. Good. From here, I'll just step up into like a low squat, malasana. But it's active. And then straighten my legs, hamstring stretch. Inhale, go to my lowest squat. Exhale, I turn my 10 toes forward as I go into forward fold. Love this one. Then back into your low squat. Internally rotate one knee, take it in and out. A couple times per side. So our big movement today is deadlift and then hip thrust. Cannot wait. Sit down on my butt, a little hip 90-90. Create 90-degree angles with your knees and hips. And turn. Last thing I'll do is some kicks. And side to side. Awesome, so that only takes about 5-10 minutes. A warm up is super important to get, you know, a safe squat. Or just safe movements, warm up the core body temperature, get into that full range of motion so that you can do that with load. Okay, so this is my warm-up weight, 135. I'm gonna get my laces under the bar, sumo style. My feet are wider than my hands. Engage my lats, tension my whole body. I'm looking down. And then from here, I'll take out the slack of the bar, leg drive my feet down, and rise. And don't forget to rest between sets, like 2-3 minutes. Okay, so I added 10 more per side. I'll do set number 2, 5 reps. It's feeling light today. Feeling the pre-workout heat, gonna take this off. So I have 45 seconds to rest. It will go up to 175 next. I program all these weights before, so we just have to look at my program and it tells me what to do. So I'm not just guessing or doing whatever I want. There's a plan. And I feel like that's what everybody does for the new year, is they just go in, do whatever they want. There's no strategy, no plan. So find a workout plan, learn how to make one, or find somebody like me who can make one for you. Whew, piece of cake. Okay, this will be my heaviest weight today, doing 195 for 5 reps. 3-minute rest in between. Let's get it. Okay, so now I just set up for split stance hip thrust. Since the gym isn't that busy, I'm just gonna do it on the platform. Brought the bench over. You need one of these. Foam pad for the barbell. Then what I do is I pull the bar back over my hips, get my feet in as close as I can for leverage. Leverage through my feet, through my elbows. Then you want this at like the height of your shoulder blades, like bra line, so just kind of lift it up. Get your feet out where they need to be, right under your knees. Actually, we're doing split stance, so do that with one foot, and the other one's further away, up on the heel. All my weight is in the close leg. From my sternum up, I stay sturdy, and then hip thrust, pushing through the close leg, the right leg currently. Squeeze, tuck, and then go down. This is how slow I want it. Exhale on effort at the top, lift, squeeze. Inhale on the way down. Don't go down until you feel like a solid glute contraction. Squeeze, tuck under, then lower back down. And when I'm doing split stance, I actually like to rest like 15-30 seconds before I do the other side. All right, let's do it. Another trick at the top, act like you're pulling your foot back towards you, like isometrically drawing it back. It's gonna help you work the posterior chain. aka the back body, hamstrings, and glute. How you know you're doing the right weight for a hip thrust? You feel like you're gonna cry at the end. It burns so much. Add one burnout KAS, calf glute bridge. Basically, when your knees start to bend, you go back up. It's just like that top. Let's do it for AMRAP. As many reps as possible. Woo. Let's get rid of this. Okay, now we're gonna do a glute emphasis back extension. I want this to go at the height of my, like right under my hip bones. Right there. And then for glute emphasis, turn your feet out and then round your upper back. It's gonna put your back muscles on slack, on like a stretch, so you can really work on that upper glute shelf. Get it really close to my body. And then just go up that high. Squeeze your butt and lower down with control. Exhale up, a little pause, squeeze, and lower. Done properly, those are killer. Time your rest. All right, the last one for booty is gonna be the hip abduction machine. So I'm gonna turn these in, put it on the weight that I want. I like to do a little pause at the end. And also put my hands inside the pad and then my thigh. Slight lean forward. You want your long tailbone, nice flat back. A little bit of lower core engagement all the way up. Ribs down. And then from there, just use just your outer booty strength. It's easy to compensate. Don't let your body compensate. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze like 3 seconds. And then go back. These are good for higher volume, like 12 to 15. The last two should be really hard, like almost failing. And then the last necessary part of the workout is check the glute pump. You obviously have to do this every time, or else how are you gonna know if you got a glute pump? So this whole workout took me, you're not gonna be able to see that, about an hour, 58 minutes. So I do 3 glute workouts a week with about 4 or 5 exercises. Sometimes I'll do a calf raise in addition, just because you don't want to neglect the calves, let's be real. But just know going into the new year that your workouts have purpose. Every exercise has a role in the program, and not to just go balls to the wall, doing junk volume, doing every new exercise that you see on Instagram, or else you're definitely not going to progress. There needs to be some methodology of progression if you are going to change. And also, you know, a strategic program is number one. And then also I was going to say is just proper nutrition. You need fuel in order to grow your muscles. Even if you're trying to get thick, for sure, you need to eat probably 300 to 500 calories more. I mean, depending on the person, don't take that as like a blank statement, but that's what tends to work for my clients. And then if you're trying to get, you know, shed body fat and get lean muscle, it's not about just doing a ton of cardio. You want to get more muscle underneath that fat, then you're going to shed the fat and get that, you know, get that bod that you were looking for anyways. So whatever your goals are, lifting weights is the way to go, but you definitely need a program and plan. So I always used to skip my post-workout stretch, but now I look forward to it after my workout, and I know that it's going to help me to be able to get into like a deeper range of motion, like a deeper depth on my squat in particular. And I know that the deeper a squat, really the more range of motion in any of your lifting movements, the more muscle fibers you're going to use and the more you can build. So you can't spot fat reduce. Like you can't be like, well, I want to lose weight in my midsection, so I'm going to do a ton of abs. You cannot do that, but what you can do is spot emphasize. So if you're kind of looking for a little bit of curve, like that's what I go for. You can spot emphasize by increasing glute mass and like lat mass, and then you look like you have that hourglass figure. You definitely won't get bulky, but you can definitely accentuate parts of your body by lifting weights, which is just a huge plus. Obviously, we're in it for the lifestyle, feeling good and healthy and longevity. Good, now what I'm gonna do is half splits. So depending on how much time I have for the stretch, I'll either do like 30 seconds to 1 minute just holding the poses. I used to do yoga every week. Some of you OGs know that I was a huge yogi at one point, but I just fell back in love with lifting, and I just feel so much stronger and better when I lift and keep stretching as part of my routine, and continue doing nervous system regulation. Lifting is my favorite. If you're going for gains in 2023 and you don't want to just do fitness anymore, you want to train, then stick around on my channel. That's what I'm going to be doing myself and helping my clients do and sharing more about. So if you want to get strong, this is the channel for you. And not just good, I'm going to do the other leg now. And I'm not just ever talking out of my butt. Like, I've got the education behind it. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I've been a fitness trainer. I was a spinning instructor when I was 17. I've worked in a gym all throughout undergrad and all throughout physical therapy school. That's where I'm working out here at the university. And then I continue to do so with my clients. I'm also building my online programming platform in 2023. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. I wasn't coming on here to say that. It just happened to come out of my mouth because I just want you to know, if that's the community that you want to be a part of, come hang out with me. I'm super excited. So this video ended up being a little bit more of a hodgepodge because the gym was loud, and I'm doing this all last minute because of Christmas and the holidays have been delayed. So it is what it is. Sometimes no plan turns out to be the best videos. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to talk to you today, hang out. Hope to see you next Wednesday, which will be 2023. So happy New Year, fam. Love ya.